Hi, welcome back to Snowdonia Stitches. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how I make my crochet poppies. So these are fairly easy to do and quick, and they have so many uses. So they are lovely to be used as appliques, to embellish your blankets, your bags. You can use them for making cards. I like to use them as brooches, so I just sew a brooch back onto the back of them. They make really nice brooches. So for today's project I'm going to be using James Brett DK cotton. The yarns are available on my website snowdoniastitches.com if you wish to use the same yarn, and I'm going to be using my 3.5mm crochet hook, and you'll also need your stitch marker, a darning needle and a sharp pair of scissors. So taking your black yarn, let's begin. Okay, so to begin the project we're going to begin with the magic ring. I should just run through quickly how I like to do my magic ring. So I like to lay the yarn across the back of my fingers, bringing it round across the top of my fingers, back around the back, forming a cross. Lightly hold the cross with your thumb, bringing it back around the top. Then taking my crochet hook, I like to go under the first yarn, pull the second yarn underneath the first yarn, take them off your fingers and hold, pinch lightly with your thumb the base of the loop on your hook and the top of the circle, and then gently pull your working yarn and chain one, and that secures your magic ring, and it allows you to pull the tail at the end to completely close your work. So to begin the project we are going to be placing double crochets into our ring. So I'm going to be using US terminology, so you would be using treble crochet if you are using UK terminology. So we're going to start by placing 8 double crochet into our ring to make our poppy. So that's yarn over, hook through the ring, pull the yarn through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. Okay, so I'll just show you that again, but before we move on, if you're new to crochet and unsure of your stitches, at this point I would just mark your first double crochet. Okay, and that will just help you when you have to slip stitch at the end. With being black as well, it's quite hard to see the stitches at the best of times, so having this marker will just make it a little bit easier for you when we get to the end of the round. Okay, so moving on to place our second double crochet into our ring, yarn over the hook, hook through the center of the ring, pull the yarn through, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so continue working in this way, yarn over, hook through, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we now have 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and we'll continue in this way until we have a stitch count of 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Okay, so now we're going to pull on our tail and just to close that circle up. Okay, and now we're going to place a slip stitch into the very first stitch of the round. Okay, so we've marked the stitch so it makes it slightly easier for us to see, especially working in the black yarn. So pop your hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, 2 loops on our hook, I'm going to pop the top loop underneath the second loop, and that's our slip stitch. Okay, so we've now finished with the black yarn, so go ahead, cut your yarn and yarn over and pull through to finish. Okay, so taking our red yarn now, join your yarn to any stitch from the previous round and begin with a chain 2. So 1 and 2. Okay, now working into the next stitch along, okay, we're going to place 5 treble crochets. So I'll go through this slowly with you. So yarn over your hook twice, hook through your stitch, pull the yarn through. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on your hook now, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and that is your first treble crochet. So we need to place a further 4 treble crochets into that very same stitch. So yarn over twice, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So continue working in the same way. So yarn over twice, working into the very same stitch still, hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so we now have 1, 2, 3 trebles into the same stitch. So we need to now work a further 2 treble crochet into the same stitch. So yarn over twice, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we need to place another treble crochet into that same stitch now. Yarn over twice, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we have our chain 2, and in the next stitch we have our 5 treble crochet. Okay, so moving on to the next stitch now, we are going to place another 5 treble crochet into this stitch. So yarn over twice, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so continue working in this way, placing your 5 treble crochet into exactly the same stitch. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, so we're going to place a further 2 treble crochet into that same stitch. Okay, so we have our chain 2, and in the next stitch we have 5 treble crochet, and in the next stitch we have 5 treble crochet. So in the next stitch along now we are going to work again another 5 treble crochet. So go ahead and place your 5 treble crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now in the next stitch along we are going to place a half double crochet. So for this we yarn over, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through. We have 1, 2, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 stitches. So moving on to the next stitch now, we are back to placing our 5 treble crochet into the exact same stitch. So yarn over twice, hook through the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and again, so this will be 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Okay, moving on to the next stitch now. Again, as before, 5 treble crochet all into the same stitch. So that's 1, 2, some more yarn, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and into the very last stitch we're going to work 5 treble crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the very last one, 5. Okay, now to finish the round we are going to place our crochet hook into the very first stitch that we started, and we are going to slip stitch to finish. So pop your hook through there, pull your yarn through. You will have 2 loops on your hook, and we're going to pop the top loop underneath the second loop. and that's your slip stitch. And now we just need to cut our yarn and yarn over and pull through to finish. There we go. So all that's left to do now is for us to weave in our ends. So once you've sewn your ends in, all that's left now is the very hard decision of deciding what you're going to do with your poppy. So are you going to use it as an embellishment? Are you going to use it as a piece of jewellery? Are you going to use it for card making? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you are planning to use your poppy for. So I really hope you've enjoyed the tutorial, and please do subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next video.